Hello friends, welcome back to Smart Nazir Tech Study. In this video, I'm doing a podcast with Farhat Samir. So he had joined as Ninja and achieved digital, and finally he got Innovator cadre as well. So must watch this beautiful, amazing digital to Innovator journey. And before starting the video, hit a like, subscribe, and share. Now we shall start this session. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank Farhat Samir for coming to our channel and sharing your valuable insights.
Yeah, thank you, Nazir. Thank you for having me.
Okay. So my first question would be, have you joined TCS as a ninja or digital, and have you achieved your innovator milestone?
Okay, so I'll start with my TCS journey as well as my Wings One journey so that people can be very clear about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't belong to an IT background. I was a chemical engineering student. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, I got a job in that forte also.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow I was interested in IT. So even though I
Okay.
was getting much lesser, I joined in TCS, joined as Ninja Cadre only.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier at that time, na, there was a pre-digitalization round. So if you are joining, even if you are joining as Ninja Cadre, you will have an examination, and if you clear that, you can join as a digital candidate. But
Okay.
unfortunately, it didn't work out. But
Mm-hmm.
at that examination, I understand one thing, that in the TCS examination portal there is some glitch. So you have to be prepared about it. And see, that's how it works. There must be some issue every time, even if you know coding.
Okay.
So I'll tell you my Wingspan journey and my TCS journey along with. So in June 2021, I joined in TCS, and
Mm-hmm.
after like 3 months only, in September, we had our first digital round. That
Okay.
is pure digital, like after joining. So in that examination, I cracked it fortunately, and I got into TCS digital. But at that time only, there was at that time Innovator examination was called something else. I think TSLP was the name.
Mm-hmm.
So I started giving TSLP examination also, and fortunately, I cracked one more exam in that area as well. So
Okay.
my digital journey was very quick. In 3 months only, I got into digital because, and I want to share this thing to all the people because in examination, usually there is some kind of glitch and issue. So
Mm-hmm.
in my time, what was going on, like when we start the examination, then it used to, like after 5 or 10 minutes, I think lots of people start to submit the problem. And at that time, we have to just solve two problems of coding around. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I understood, instead of like I get one thing in my mind that I have to solve one question within 2 or 3 minutes. Because if I
Okay.
solve one question within 2 or 3 minutes, at that time nobody submits. So it will submit very fast, and after that I can think of other question. So that's the brief journey how I got into digital. Innovator journey would be long. So as you asked the question, I'll answer you.
Okay, great. So for first of all, we shall discuss the digital milestone, and then we shall move to the innovator as well. Okay. So in the step zero, we have articulation. How will you pass or get the distinction in articulation, and what was your strategy? How our audience or our viewers try to achieve this milestone as like you did?
I also suggest some of the history as well because in
Mm-hmm.
2021 we don't used to have articulation. At that
Okay.
time you just have a digital round in which
Mm-hmm.
you have to solve aptitude, you have to solve some English problems, and you have to solve two coding questions. But
Okay.
right now Wings One thing, like basically Wings One, earlier it was Wings One Digital, Wings One TSLP for Innovator and Digital for Digital. But right
Okay.
now both of them is merged and it
Mm-hmm.
calls Wings One Milestone, something like
Okay.
that. And there are five components. I'll explain the viewer. There is articulation, there is what we call for Rio,
Rigor in operation. Biskill.
business skill 1, business skill 2, and
Okay.
then there is technical,
Mm-hmm.
and there is one more. I'm forgetting.
Non-technical process exam.
Yeah, process. So
Oh,
these are
okay.
the five milestones which you have to clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, technical round. After you clear all those five, then you will solve innovator coding round to reach
Mm-hmm.
innovator.
Okay.
But to be digital, earlier we just have to give the digital round. But right now there is one policy that we have to get distinction in one technical and one non-technical, right?
Yeah.
So it's not important that you have to get distinction in. First of all, you have to get distinction in one technical. That is compulsory for both digital and innovator both. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
we start from there. So, and the second thing, if you have to, like you have to solve non-tech, you have to get distinction in any of the four which you mentioned: process, base skill 1, base skill 2, or articulation. So, when you are asking about articulation, in my time, what was going on now? Articulation, process, base skill 1, and base skill 2. All four I cracked. All four. Like we have to crack just one base skill 1 or 2, but I cracked both of it.
Okay.
The thing is, preparing it is not technically you can prepare it. Technical has mock question, technical has a particular syllabus, but about articulation and process there is no particular syllabus. There is just in our course ID 15205, you have to go through every material, you have to go through a question and answer, so that you will understand how the question is being asked to us, because all three questions seems fine. For
Okay.
example, I can tell you one question, maybe a business skill, something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you are late to work, if you have to submit the work and today is the last day, what will you do? Option A, you will somehow put your heart and soul into it and you will complete the work. Second
Mm-hmm.
option, you will inform your manager that okay, we have to get delay, and you will take extended timeline. Option three, you will just let it be as it is, and you will say that okay, it has lots of work and we didn't understand that it will be completed in 2 days. So all three options seems fine. Okay.
So that question is like a situation-based questions.
So what I was saying, this
Mm.
question has no answer.
Okay.
This question has answer according to TCS. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in my company, they want, no, Samir, we cannot extend our deadline, do anything and just complete it. Okay. In
Okay.
TCS, this work like, okay, you don't have to work like that. You take your time. We'll talk to the client for extended 2-3 days. And
Mm-hmm.
in some company, they will be like, it's okay. You work on your own. If client asks for it, we'll inform, okay, we'll give you tomorrow. If client don't ask for it, we'll work accordingly. So this is not like business skill or article. When you say business skill, it's not like TCS. It's basically TCS's business skill.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you have to understand the pattern. You
Mm-hmm.
have to understand, and to understand the pattern, how will you understand the pattern? You will not get a set of 100 questions and you will solve it and say, okay, out of 100 I'm solving 90, so I'll also solve 90 in examination. It will not work like that. You have to understand how TCS thinks. So for that you have to solve the course. So if you are
Okay.
asking how will I solve articulation or business skill or process, go to that course and solve those questions. That's the only option. You have to understand their mindset.
Okay. Okay. Awesome answer. And according to articulation,
Hmm.
so the questions will be not available as per the topics. You are conveying this thing to the audience.
The articulation basically mean how do you put your words.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I gave you example of process and business skill. Articulation
Okay.
is mostly English,
Mm-hmm.
business English you can say.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you have to inform your boss that you are not going to come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
There could be any number of you can say, okay boss, I'm not coming tomorrow.
Okay.
You can say, sir, if it is okay for you, I have this problem, so I cannot come tomorrow. So please adjust. Option three, sir, I have completed the work for tomorrow because tomorrow I have this issue. So please cooperate and please give me. So what I'm saying, articulation is basically how do you put your words. All the
Mm-hmm.
three options are basically for asking leave.
Okay.
But how do you put it? That's articulation. But that's again everything according to business and how TCS wants it. So you
Okay.
have to solve those courses. That's what I'm suggesting. I'm not suggesting like I even lots of people ask me this thing for from where I prepare for articulation. Give me
Yeah.
question papers, give me this. There is no
Mm-hmm.
question time, man. I failed for two like this. I solved tech. I don't know when. That was the first thing I solved it. But for non-tech, I have to struggle a lot.
Okay.
Because even I don't know. I was thinking, okay, I'm solving the right question. I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you what. I will say now you will understand how you cannot predict it,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
when I used to think, okay, now I'll solve articulation, I got failed. And when I was like, okay, this time I don't think it will work or not, I got 90 marks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not predictable even for me. It's just you have to keep attempting and you have to go through that particular textbook so that you will understand.
Okay, yeah, very good answer. And so, for our understanding, there is no particular material for preparing articulation.
Good take. That is a good take. But again, TCS has this policy. Okay.
Okay.
Then you come to unit,
Mm-hmm.
BFSI, manufacturing. So TCS policy got fractured and come somehow in the unit. That's not same now, according to
Okay.
TCS.
Okay. Okay.
When it's come to your team,
Mm-hmm.
then it's again change in some way. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone has it. So don't go through that. What
Okay.
I'm saying in the course 15205, I'm mentioning again and again, you will find out there is something called articulation. You will find material for articulation. There you
Okay.
will, when you do it by your own, you don't skip it. When you
Mm-hmm.
do it, you will see they will be asking question after every section.
Okay.
Okay. And according to that question, you don't see the answer, you answer it by yourself. And when you get wrong, you understand, okay, I was choosing the right option, but I'm still wrong. So you will understand what's TCS point of view on that question. That's
Okay.
the
Okay.
way you can solve articulation of process or any non-tech work. Otherwise, it's impossible
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
you are not choosing the wrong answer. You are choosing a different answer from TCS. You have to understand this. There's no wrong answer in business skills and articulation. Understanding my point? There is no wrong answer. There's just different answer, and you
Okay.
have to check what TCS expect as an answer.
Okay, great. So, dear viewers, according to Farhat Samir, we have to do articulation course, which is mentioned in 15205. We did not want to skip that course. We have to do that course step by step. There is a questions also after every module. So, try to do that. You will get actual idea about the articulation exam.
How TCS wants it, because all the
Yeah, it's all
things
about
correct.
TCS.
So how TCS wants you to answer the question, that's how you will learn it. So that's how you will solve it in the main examination as well.
We have to put the right answer as per the TCS standards and policies.
Correct.
Okay, fine, perfect. And the other in the step two, we have like business skill process and unit external certification. So for a normal guy in TCS, like which is suitable according to these three options. In the step zero is like articulation. Step two is core full stack. That is everyone has to do compulsorily. I am telling you only the digital cadre achievement. So in the step two, business skill is there, process is there, and unit external certification is also there. So in these three non-electives, which one is the simplest one?
That's again a popular question people ask.
Okay.
See, first of all, I'm not aware of the current policy. See, in my time, what used to happen, you
Okay.
can attempt n number of examinations. Like you can attempt all the business skills, all the non-tech, all the tech, all
Mm-hmm.
five examinations. So
Okay.
when you attempt for five examinations, the chances of getting selected in one or two is very high. But right
Yeah.
now, as I am aware, you can,
Only two tracks and
yeah, one tech and one non-tech.
yeah. And also one art lesson is default for everyone. Yeah.
We have to solve three module basically:
Okay.
articulation,
Mm.
one tech and one non-tech.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
correct
but
exactly.
see, basically
Mm.
what will I do, Nadir,
Mm.
for you?
Mm.
I'll give a path for your audience,
Okay.
not just how to solve it and which one is easiest. I'll give you a path
Mm-hmm.
so that you can reach up till Innovator
Mm.
in 2 to 3 cycles.
Okay, okay.
So there is also there is a video in my channel as well. After this,
Mm-hmm.
go there and you can watch that channel, because when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to see in a pages way, but I still give you a little brief
Mm-hmm. Okay.
what you have to aim. So you
Yeah.
joined as TCS Ninja. Let's say first of all, if you joined as TCS Digital, don't fall for Innovator. That's very high note for me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving you beforehand. If you are already digital, learn whatever you are learning. If you are enjoying your path, you're enjoying your career, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But don't go after innovators, because it's very hectic and it's not worth it for 2 3 lakh package. Now coming back, if you are joined as digital,
Mm-hmm.
then
Okay.
Wings One make total sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
So what you have to do? Nadir is suggesting articulation is compulsory. Okay, so you will
Yeah.
get a chance to attempt articulation. You will get a chance to attempt technical question. Okay, and there is three non-tech. I think process and biz skill one. That's two is there, right?
Yes.
Apart from it, there is anyone. I think you can solve any of the two, business skill one or business skill two. Both of
Yeah. Yeah,
both
any one of them.
So when you ask which one is easy, process or business skill, see, process is basically agile.
Mm-hmm.
Agile and Rio. You must
Okay.
be knowing what is agile. And business skill is common GK question, IQ question. I told
Mm-hmm.
you, if I have to submit this work, XYZ. So technically, business skill is more easy
Mm-hmm.
if you don't at all prepared. Like you just came and next month is examination, you don't have much time to attempt. Go for business skill, go for articulation, you have to go anyway, and go
Okay.
for technical question one. Okay.
Mm.
And in business skill 1, 2, which one is easier, Samir? Both of it is easier, but I find business skill 2 a little easier than one. But
Okay.
I don't know if it is a standard. I think it's just my luck, because I scored more in 2. I feel business skill 2 is easier.
Okay.
So, but if you have to prepare, understand agile is a technical thing. So when you
Yes.
study properly, the chances of you selecting getting distinction in process is more, because it's technical. A business skill is not technical. Business skill is more like what you say, IQ or general knowledge question, something like that. So if you are not well prepared, go for business skill. If you are well
Mm-hmm.
prepared, when you have time, study properly and go for process. So that what I expect you to crack in first round. So when you crack those things now, after that in next round you can go for process and innovator coding round. So in just 2 cycle you will be becoming innovator, and that's
Okay.
only a great jump, because you joined as a ninja cadre 3 lakh package, and then you jump to 11 12 lakh package in just 1 year. So that is the goal you have to set if you have to go to Wings One journey.
Okay. And one more question, like if a person has a 3+ of experience in TCS, but still he is in the ninja position, which is 3 to 4.5 lakhs per annum. For him, after his next he will let to get the promotion to C2 grade. So for this type of candidate, what are the suggestions you will suggest?
देखो, what is
Mm,
going on?
yeah.
Again, TCS changes policy of Wings One like anything. In every cycle, policy gets changed. In
Mm,
my time, there was a rule that up till 3 years only you are eligible for Wings One. I don't know
okay.
what's going on now.
Okay. I will explain you for now what's going on. Up to C1 grade, we can give the Wingspan exams. After C2 promotion, only one time attempt only. I mean, for example, this month is June. In the July month, I have got the C2 promotion. So in the upcoming cycle, which is in November, I can give the digital. After
Just
that November, I cannot give the digital. So
I
after,
understand. Of
okay, after
Because
promotion,
you
there
are
is only one chance.
before C2, you can give just one examination. Okay, in
Yeah.
that I'll tell you two things. Okay.
Mm,
First of all, if a person is in TCS for more than 3 years in a position called Ninja, which is
okay.
like very basic pay,
Mm-hmm.
so I assume that that person don't want to leave this company because of any reason. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that he should definitely prepare, because if he don't
Mm,
want to leave the company and he's still on 4 lakh package, at least
mm,
with TCS Digital, he can jump till 8 lakh. Then
okay.
even if he don't get selected,
Mm.
anyway not leaving the company.
Yeah.
But if he's getting an opportunity outside,
Mm.
it's already been 3 years,
Yeah.
and you are getting 7 or 8 lakhs somewhere out, I would suggest him to go, because
Okay.
if by any chance he didn't manage to get that,
Mm-hmm.
so he'll lose that opportunity.
Yeah.
And after 4 years, it's very difficult to switch. It's
Mm-hmm.
very tiresome.
Okay.
So that's my call for him. If you don't want to leave the company, there's many people who don't want to leave TCS. They think like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll retire from this company only. So in
Yeah.
that case, it's no problem. You can
Mm.
definitely attempt it. That's good for you. But if you like, I have an offer, then go run.
Mm.
It's
And
good.
okay. Yeah, that's cool. And that's a good suggestion.
One more good insight from my side.
Okay.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
In the next 5 years, mark my word, TCS will rejoin ex candidate. Like there is a policy, na? TCS don't join
Yeah. Employee.
they've already started it in many unit. They accept ex TCS employees, and in
Mm-hmm.
next 5 years it will be a common thing, because need is at that time they will face this need of the hour. So don't
Okay.
think of that. Okay, TCS will not rehire me.
Mm.
And one more input for you. Once
Okay.
you TCS,
Yeah.
you will really don't want to come back to TCS.
Okay.
That we promise to you.
Okay. Yeah, that's a cool. And we can expect some firings also in TCS in the upcoming years. As per your coming back is there. And what about the TCS retention policy and I mean future expectations about this?
See, Nazir, one more thing. What
Yeah.
is job security? Job security is something when you have a job and they will not fire you.
Okay.
First of all, I'll come back to TCS earlier policy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a package of three.
Mm-hmm.
You stay in TCS for 3 years.
Okay.
You earn like 9 lakhs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The span of 3 years. There is two-person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Say person A and person B. Both of
Okay.
join TCS with a package of three.
Mm-hmm.
After 6 months, person A believed that okay, I'll take a switch, and he goes to a company with a package of 7 lakhs. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
person B believed okay, no, I have to stay in TCS because I want job security.
Okay.
Person A,
Mm.
let's take the worst scenario. After 1 year, what
Okay.
happened with person A? After 1 and 5 years, he got fired.
Oh.
Now try to understand one thing. In one
Mm.
year and 6 months, person A has already earned 9 lakhs. And
Okay.
person B, even though he has a job, he still has to work for 1.5 year to earn 9 lakhs.
Yeah.
So
So
where is job security? In 1.5 year, you will not get another job.
yeah.
There is no job security in the market. It's basically cost of opportunity, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Get a better opportunity, you have to pay a cost. That's
Okay.
called security.
Mm-hmm.
My suggestion, don't stay in TCS for job security. You can stay in TCS for their culture, their other thing you like, but not for job security.
Okay.
You can switch and you make your pay as per as TCS only. Think like, okay,
Mm.
you're still TCS Ninja, and pay
Mm.
accordingly so that you will save money. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to
Yeah.
your question, firing and those things,
Mm.
I think TCS is just making people scared. I
Mm.
don't think they can fire people, because I'll
Okay.
tell you why.
Mm.
Because TCS, when they hire now, even if I go and give interview,
Okay.
and two company already has offered me 14 lakhs, okay,
Okay.
and I come to TCS, so
Mm-hmm.
TCS will offer me 10 or 12 lakh or 11 lakhs,
Okay.
even if they know that I already have 14 lakhs. No other company can do this.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
will have this mind like, okay, if he has already 14, how can I offer him 10 or 11? I have to offer him 14 or 14 plus. Then only he will come to my company.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I offer you 10 and 11, why? Because he knows. Because even the interviewer and the person knows that when he get hired, he will
Okay.
be retained. He
Mm.
has job security. That's the thing where why people get into TCS. So I
Okay.
don't think they will fire anyone, but that's my assumption. They can fire. It don't. I cannot guarantee anyone to anything.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's my belief because they even has very strict policy on work from office and everything. That people will not come to office. We'll fire them. We will do this. We'll do that. But they did nothing.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
They don't want to come, they don't want to come.
Yeah.
That's happened. So they're just making people, what is going on. TCS has 20 to 30% of the crowd who don't work. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some are on bench, some prepare for IAS, some prepare for CAT. So TCS want them to feel threatened. Like if you don't work, you will get fired. But I don't think they will fire
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's the only USP of TCS.
Mm.
That's why somebody will the package of 5 lakh still joins 3 lakhs package of TCS because they know they will not fire you.
Yeah.
And again, ending for the job security purpose, I'm ending it with if you're preparing for something else and then you
Okay.
want job security, then TCS is fine. But if you have to build your career in IT only, then what's
Yeah.
the point of staying in this package, learning less because you are getting paid because you are working less. That's the thing in IT.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it makes sense to the most of their audience, I hope.
Yeah.
And coming to the Wings One journey, so articulation is done. We have done how to achieve that. And now coming to the core full stack series. So in earlier we have like core tracks which is Java SQL. So nowadays that has been removed from TCS entirely. So now a person wants to digital or innovator, he has to choose core full stack compulsorily from T1 to T16. So in your journey, which tech track you have chosen and how will you clear that?
Okay, I have to solve two tech tracks. My
Okay.
journey was very tiresome because I didn't have a path. I was just solving and solving.
Okay.
So first I cleared digital round, which you
Mm-hmm.
don't have anymore,
Okay.
and we had full stack. So I worked on basically API.
Okay.
So that was Flask. Earlier it was Flask. Right now I think it is Django.
Mm-hmm.
Django
Python
basic.
Django. Okay.
So why I chose API? That's again a good strategy. I'll tell you what is
Mm-hmm.
going on. I don't know about much. I was into web, so I can
Mm-hmm.
either go for front end, that is T1, which is
Mm-hmm.
I think Mern stack is there.
Yeah.
I can go
Yes.
for T4, where we have like API or backend, you whatever you say.
Yes. Yes.
So in front end, there is a very good catch that you
Mm-hmm.
don't know how exactly what do we call it? 20 out of 20
Test cases.
test cases, how the test case is designed. But
Yeah.
for backend, you can actually understand how the test cases are designed because backend has logic.
Mm-hmm.
Front end don't has that kind of logic. So it
Okay.
was difficult to crack. So they see learning tech stack and solving examination are two different things.
Okay.
So if you ask me which one is the easiest,
Mm-hmm.
again there
Yeah.
is a video in my channel for like choosing the easiest path. But
Okay.
what I can suggest you, easiest is one
Mm-hmm.
which nobody wants to give. Like there is an examination for mainframe. So
Okay.
mainframe must be easiest. Why mainframe must be easiest? Because
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants to give mainframe.
Mm-hmm.
And why T1 and T4 must be tough? Because everybody wants to become web developer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're getting paid.
Yes.
If 50 people are attending an examination and two people are attending an examination, which one will be easy? So,
Mm. Two.
but what I suggest, don't go for easy or tough. Go for what you want to do, really want to do,
Mm-hmm.
or where you are good at. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So choose path accordingly.
Yeah. So according to Farhat Samir, we have to choose the core full stack which is relevant to our project or our interest. Which thing we are fascinated, we have to choose that one, and we have to develop knowledge on that.
I'll give you three steps. First,
Yeah, sure.
choose what's your interest, where your interest lies. If you know
Mm-hmm.
where your interest lies, if you just think, okay, this Falana people earn lots of lakhs because he's a web developer, don't choose
Okay.
like that. If you
Mm-hmm.
personally like web development, choose web development. So
Okay.
let's say you don't have any personal interest, then
Mm.
see what's relevant to your project.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and what's relevant to your project, choose that tech stack. And if
Okay.
it is that not you, the tech stacks which you in your project is getting used, that is not relevant to any of the tech stack, then choose what is in demand in market, not the
Okay.
easiest. What you will do after doing mainframe, if mainframe is not in demand, even
Mm.
if it is easy,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
So these are the 3 steps which you have to follow. You
Okay.
must be getting at least one tech track after going through these 3 steps. So that's how you will choose the tech stack. My
Okay.
suggestion.
Yeah, great. And one more question is like for Innovator Coding Challenge, how the candidate should prepare? It is like as a core full stack coding challenge would be same, or how was the difficulty level for Innovator Coding Challenge?
That's a great question. I'll tell you by my experience only.
Okay.
So in 2021, as I told you, I was digital. In
Mm-hmm.
2022, I cleared all the round, and in 2022 May. So
Okay.
what
No
happened?
problem.
In
Mm-hmm.
September earlier, there used to be 3 cycles. Okay.
Okay.
So May, September, and November, there used to be 3 cycle. In May, I cleared all the rounds, all the other rounds. In
Mm-hmm.
September, I was prepared for Innovator Coding Challenge. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I sit for Innovator Coding Challenge in September, and
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, even if I was solving the questions, I was not able to solve the test case. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
then very silly mistake. Whoever works in API must be knowing about it, and that's not even a mistake. That's a part of test cases they designed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you are calling an API, okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you're fetching an API, it's come in two form.
Okay.
Dot. Let's say you have named it data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it can come in data dot form or data dot for Flask. I'm forgetting right because right now I'm working with Nest. So whatever
Uh-huh.
it's just a syntax which usually don't have dot form. Okay,
Yeah.
but that's the issue with me. I was calling it with another standard way, and
Mm-hmm.
even if I was solving all the problems, I was not
Okay.
able to fetch the data. So when I was not able to fetch the data, so even if you solve all 20 test cases, it will still says 0 test cases passed.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in September round that happened. Even if I was prepared a bit, I was not able to solve it. And in the main examination as well, in November
Mm-hmm.
also,
Mm-hmm.
everything was going fine. I was solving question again and again. Almost 11. There was I think total 24 or 25 test cases, out of which
Okay.
11 or 12 I have passed.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, in October, I failed
Okay.
where? In
Mm-hmm.
importing. In November, I've already passed 11, 12 test cases. So I was like, okay, other part is very easy for me because I've solved n number of time the mock examination.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at that point of time, it stopped working because what happened at that the heat of the in the heat of the examination, that's my mistake only. There is a problem. Like there is a boolean object was there in the problem, and when you
Mm-hmm.
are calling an boolean object, you cannot take it as a string. So that's why it was breaking, and I was not able to see that in that point of time. But what
Okay.
I didn't stop. In
Mm-hmm.
September examination, I stuck, but in
Yeah.
November examination, I learned from it because
Mm-hmm.
I assumed that there is some problem with the system, and I solved the problem like I solve on a copy in a
Okay.
paper form. I
Yeah.
just write down the entire solution. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened? I tell you,
Mm-hmm.
even if it
Yeah.
says I just passed 13 or 14 test cases out of
Mm-hmm.
24, but
Okay.
technically I passed 23 test cases. I just
Mm-hmm.
failed in one test case in
Okay.
which I was not taking care of boolean.
Yeah. Yeah.
The program is designed top to bottom. If it's
Mm-hmm.
stuck in between, okay,
Okay.
if it's stuck in 13, it will not check other below.
Mm.
But
Yes.
the person who solved it, that's a good insight for everyone. Even if you got stuck, if you think like, okay, my test case is not getting resolved, just keep answering
Mm-hmm.
because the person who checks it checks manually as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I solved just 13 test cases, but still got passed in Innovator with distinction.
Yeah, yeah.
That
So for your suggestion is to the manual checking is also there for our coding hands-on answer.
Yeah. And coming back to your
Okay.
question, how
Yeah.
tough is Innovator?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
as same as the technical question only,
Mm-hmm.
tech full stack. Just four
Okay.
five test cases is more, and you will
Okay.
get extra time for that as well. So I don't think Innovator coding around is any tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you in my question there is just an extended in
Uh-huh.
technical because when I was giving Innovator coding question, there is a friend
Okay.
of mine who was giving the
Mm-hmm.
technical of that particular area only. So she
Okay.
has to what she has to do.
Mm.
She has to solve like connect the backend like basically database as well.
Okay.
And no, she don't have to connect the database. It was already connected for her. For me,
Mm-hmm.
since I was giving Innovator coding round, I have
Mm-hmm.
to connect it and I have to write down the solution as well.
Okay.
So this is what the difference is basically. So you will get 5-10 extra test cases, but you will get extra half hour time as well.
Okay.
So it's not that tough. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much you can say if you are able to solve tech stack, you will be able to solve Innovator coding as well.
Okay. Great.
What I can suggest to all the people if you are preparing for Wings One,
Mm-hmm.
prepare accordingly, prepare as much as you can. The only
Okay.
thing which I can also add to this interview that learn AI as much as you can and as fast as you can because we think that it will not take our job because ChatGPT responses are not that prompt, but If I compare the responses of it from last year, it changes drastically. Earlier,
Mm-hmm.
the responses were not that good because when we ask a question, now they are also getting trained every day, and they're
Mm-hmm.
getting trained 10 times, 10 or kya, 1,000 times faster than us.
Okay.
So in 3 4 years, that's a reality that it will take our job. So we have
Mm-hmm.
to create new job. And
Mm.
how we create it? By learning generative AI, not
Okay.
just prompting. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my suggestion to everyone to learn generative AI in any job you have. That doesn't matter because otherwise there is a catch. Digital and innovator, that's one thing you have to prepare, but you have also have to learn and you have to take it very seriously
Okay.
because right now we are only what we do. Earlier when we have to code, where we have to make a development, we used to write it by ourselves. We have to check stack overflow. Now we just paste it on ChatGPT and ask it the solution. It's fine that they don't give the exact solution. We have to
Yeah.
change things, but it will take 1 or 2 years when they will start to give exact solution.
Oh, so there is a very difficult times will coming in the IT industry.
We are only training it now. We
Uh,
everybody right now, the development standard has changed. Earlier when
okay.
we get assign a work, we usually
Mm-hmm.
get 1 week for a work, but right now we get 1 or 2 days for work. So it's impossible to build it by our own. We are using ChatGPT or any AI tool,
Mm-hmm.
Gemini, Copilot, to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, development time has got faster, but they are getting trained even faster. When we
Mm-hmm.
are giving them the code, it's getting trained drastically. So
Okay.
it's not something to be scared of. Earlier
Mm-hmm.
it has happened in every 10 15 years that there is a shift, major shift. So we
Mm-hmm.
just have to prepare for the shift, and for that we have to learn it. Even I'm learning it. I have not learned it that
Mm-hmm.
much, but I'm
Yeah.
learning it because it's important. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
here what we used to say that you have to learn prompting.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to use ChatGPT.
Okay.
Using and generative are two different things. Then
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to, like, two-person got assigned a task, like develop this thing, and one person is doing it by their own, one person is using ChatGPT. Obviously the person using ChatGPT properly will solve
Mm-hmm.
it in a better way and in faster way.
Yeah.
But that will not be enough because there is very soon, like in 3 4 year, you will not be assigned the task because the manager will only put it like, okay, we need this, solve this, and it will give you the response which don't need any editing if the
Yeah.
response is good. So we have to learn, we have to find our way in AI, and don't get scared. Right now, first study. There are two, three things. If you are watching this video, mostly you are on Ninja and you are on a basic stage. First, crack
Yes.
digital, get a good package because at least 7 or 8 we should earn in this economy, and then you can focus on learning those things.
Audience, Farhat Samir has also one YouTube channel. I will give you his channel link in the description. Go through and check out it.
You guys can comment down if I get a
Mm.
chance, I'll answer it. But I think mostly this is done, and I would also suggest people to not find easy way to solve it and all. You have already, if you have watched this interview, I think almost every question has been answered. So
Yeah.
focus on preparation and giving examination rather than. And also there are lots of people. One more last thing which I have to add. There are lots of people who don't attempt examination, saying, okay, right now I'm not prepared, I'll attempt in the next cycle. Don't do this. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I used to attempt all 5 examination at once because
Okay.
what's wrong in attempting, man? Attempt and solve. If you get pass, if you get failed, at least you will get an experience. So attempt. That's the very
Yeah.
important input I
Yeah.
have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Great input, Farhat Samir. Okay. Finally, I would say a heartful thank you, Farhat Samir, for coming us and sharing your valuable insights to the Wingspan journey as well as how we will upgrade our career in the IT industry. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye.